Welcome to Mars, where I take my sweet time and come up with an opinion based on a movie that may have come out in the last few months or years. Today I'm reviewing Fate of the Furious, which is the 8th film in the franchise that is Fast and the Furious, or The Fast and the Furious, depending on which movie we're talking about. Now, usually by the 8th film in a franchise, the series has been rebooted once or twice, like in Spider-Man's case, or someone is sent to Manhattan, as in Jason's case, or things are totally unrelated and other movies don't count because continuity has changed in Halloween's case. But this is still the same thing that you're used to. This is the same story, ongoing story about family and cars. There's plenty of action scenes, one of which does take place in New York City, so there is some relevance there for going to Manhattan. But this is still a character-focused action movie, and that is what it's been, really, for a long time, especially since 5. So if you're used to that same feel of 5 and 6 and 7, then this is more of the same. Now, some people might think that that's a little, we've got 3 movies of that, maybe we should try something new. But there's enough plot in this movie, there's enough twists and turns and Easter eggs for hardcore fans that just about anybody can probably enjoy it. And you better look out for a vintage transporter scene that involves Jason Statham. If you know anything about Transporter, that's back in the day. Jason Statham just kicked the crap out of all kinds of people in those movies. And there's definitely kind of a homage to that in his fight scene with The Rock. And The Rock has plenty to do in this movie, which is nice considering the last movie he was kind of handicapped, literally. He had his arm busted up. So it's especially nice to have an actual race in this movie. That gives it some credence. It's still about cars, and it's especially refreshing compared to the more twisted metal-like conclusion of the movie. I think fans will love this movie, and everybody else will at least think, hey, it's a fun ride. Jason Statham's there. He's talking deep. The Rock is talking deep. Vin Diesel's talking deep. Okay, everybody's talking deep except for the comic relief characters who are squealing. So it's a great action film. It's not the best in the series, at least in my opinion. I'd say 5 and 6 and 7 are probably better than it, but it's still pretty dang good. It's really close to them. So I'm going to give it a 7 out of 8. And hopefully in the 9th movie they do something crazy. We're going to keep up the Friday the 13th. Maybe they're going to go to hell. Maybe someone's made a deal with the devil. We're going to have a Ghost Rider crossover with Fast and the Furious. That would be a great idea. Or maybe we'll just jump to space, even though it's a little early for space. Sometimes you got to drive in space. There's no friction. Who knows how fast they could go. So that's a 7 out of 8. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, even though it's way late. I'm going to keep on chugging away at it, and I'll see you guys next time from Mars.